We all have that one song that changed our lives. We learn from it, we grow from it. It's our go-to song when going through life's ups and downs. Today, we'll meet a man who wrote a book on how hip-hop changed his life. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm KristyLove, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing Eric Thompson. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and why you're here to do this interview?
Well, I'm Eric, 28. I'm a first-time author, self-published author. I started my own publishing company when I published my book last year, and that's why I'm here.
All right, so what's the name of your publishing company?
It's called Eternal Royalty Publishing.
That's dope. All right, so now I've been reading this book, Blame It on the Music. So what is the whole purpose of the title behind it? What's included in this book that readers need to know?
Okay, I chose Blame It on the Music because I listen to people talk about all the bad stuff that rap music and black people music basically has in it. So I figured I'll put a positive spin on it, show what it helped me with in my life, like the songs that helped me become a better person.
All right, so we're gonna go through some of these quotes and we're gonna discuss some of the chapters. So now we have a quote from Tupac Shakur from his song Changes. So the quote is, it's time for us as a people to start making some changes. Let's change the way we eat, let's change the way we live, and let's change the way that we treat each other. Now, you wrote a chapter on this. So describe how Changes by Tupac Shakur was an influence in your life.
All right, that song was real deep because that was the first song. Before I even wrote this book, I had to do something in 10th grade, and we had to pick a song that was socially conscious, I guess. And I wrote about that in 10th grade, so when I did this book, I remembered that, and I'm like, that was the first song I really paid attention to and was like, this is deep.
And you know what? I didn't realize how deep of a song it was until I got older, because you hear the songs on the radio and you just saying the words.
Right.
But when you get older and you start going through some of these things and you see it, it's just like, dang. This is the
that was the motivation behind the book too, because a lot of songs I listened to and I heard the words, but I couldn't really feel it until I went through some of the things that they're talking about in the songs.
So what are, like you said, what are some of the things that you went through or that you've seen other African American people going through and that still is needing change after all of these years? We're gonna dish it out in this interview, so go ahead.
Everything, just the humans period though, we go through so much, but growing up in the hood it's a crazy experience, and that's what the song is really about. Growing up in the hood, what we see and what can we do about fixing our problems and stuff.
So what are some of the things that we're seeing that you saw?
I saw people on drugs, death, violence, domestic violence, physical, verbal, all that. Kids raising themselves, all type of stuff, homelessness, everything normal black people see, I would think.
Now, since it's the song Changes, what changes do you think can be made from seeing, the domestic violence, people growing up without parents or without, mother and father, their kids raising themselves? What are some of the changes that we can do in the community to help fix those situations?
I'll say first you gotta check yourself, you gotta look in the mirror to see what you're doing wrong or right or whatever, and fix yourself first. And
okay. Now there's another quote by another one of my favorite rappers that nobody knows about. But it's a quote from Big Crit. So the quote is, excuse my language, y'all. The quote is, I don't want to be another nigga. Tell the government I don't want to be another nigga. Tell them white folk I don't want to be another nigga. Tell the black folk I don't want to be another nigga. Tell the world I don't want to be another nigga. Now, when listening to the song, what do you think, besides from your message from writing a chapter on it, what do you think his meaning behind those lyrics meant?
Basically, don't bunch me up with everybody else. Don't look at me in the light that you see the media portray black people to be or whatever. Don't look at me like that.
Now discuss from this quote how you talked about how you related this quote to the chapter in your book.
Okay, when I was younger, I always felt different from everybody around me, people that fed into all the negativity. So it was I always felt I don't like this, I don't belong here, all that. So hearing that song, I'm like, damn, somebody agreed with me, somebody else is going through or went through the same thing, and I just always felt different.
All right. Now, when we discussed, what the purpose was behind you know, writing the book and even including, I thought it was dope to include some of the lyrics from songs and, turn them into a chapter. Now, you said the main mission behind it was to basically get people to see that, all rap music doesn't have a negative influence.
Right.
What are some more of the positive influences that you've seen that rap music has done to people, whether it be your favorite, rapper? What are some positive influences that you've seen?
Like listening to like Nas and Lauryn Hill when I was younger, they taught me how to like look back and see where we came from, like our history, and not just starting with slavery, stuff like that. Tupac taught me how to have like confidence in myself and like believe in myself and just stuff like that. It's a whole bunch of things though. Like people always look at what rap make people do that's negative, and I agree, some of the stuff is very negative, but I feel like it's way more to it, like everything else is more.
Do you feel like some of the new up and coming artists that we have, do you feel like they're taking a positive message on music? Like, how do you feel like about hip hop and rap currently in 2017?
It's kind of weird. It's in like an awkward spot because they consider certain stuff rap that I don't necessarily consider rap, but like I think it's still the people that's putting out the positive message. You gotta find it though. Like I don't think it's like being promoted, so to speak, but you gotta go look for it basically.
So what do we technically consider rap and hip hop?
Because now I look at rap as like people that can actually spit, like
true.
And like with the new guys with the club songs and all that, like it's rap, but I don't really
it's like,
put it on in the same category.
So you think it's like more so like the hip hop,
or
it's like rap dance?
Yeah, it's like music. Like if you in the club, you want to hear that. You don't want to hear no conscious junk in the club. You're not gonna pay attention to it.
True.
Yeah.
So who are some of your favorite conscious rappers, and how did they influence you in writing this book?
I don't necessarily consider it like conscious, because I think they put like a negative spin on that word. But like I even like Big Sean. It's just people that say something deep in their songs. They make you think. Big Sean, J. Cole, Kendrick, Wale, Big Crit. I'm just naming some of the newer people. Nas. That's old, but.
I mean, he's still.
Yeah, people like that.
Now on here it says, your title, and it says product of my environment. Now, what's some advice that you can give to, those kids that are, living in the type of environment that you grew up in? What is some advice that you can give to them for them to see that, you don't have to become a product of the environment. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. There's another way, or, there's all kind of resources for you to find, what you want to do or what you're passionate about. So what's some of your advice that you would give to them?
I would say figure out what it is that you want to do, and try to align yourself with the people that are doing those things or that push you in that direction. And don't just look at your circumstances now as what it's going to be for the rest of your life. Like, you can change your life in an instant.
At any time. All right. Now, tell people how they can purchase your book, where they can find you, any upcoming books or anything that you're working on for 2017. Plug yourself.
Okay, so the book is on Amazon. Just type in the name, Blame It on the Music, and you can get it. It's on Amazon, then Create Space. It's the same thing, type in Blame It on the Music. The current books I'm working on, I got like a poetry book I've been working on. I don't even know how to release it or what to do yet. So I'm like in a weird space. And then I have an event coming up at the end of the month. It's actually my first book fair. Okay. And it's at the Northwestern Activity Center. And it's going to be like 50 different authors there on February 26th. From 11 to 6, I think it's on a Sunday. So that's going to be dope. I can't wait for that. Okay, hit me up on Facebook. It's Eric Thompson. Instagram is Red Zone Good Guy. And I forgot, I got a Twitter. I really don't be on there that much, but it's Dirty Vine CEO.
All right, thank you so much for doing this interview with us. That wraps up our interview with Eric Thompson. Make sure you guys go get that book on Amazon. You can check out this interview at itsr3tv.com as well as KristyLovemedia.com, and we'll see you guys soon.